Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're jumping into the really colorful world of a board game. It might look pretty simple at first glance, but we think it holds some surprisingly clever stuff inside. We're talking about Color It, the roll and color game from HABA USA. We've got the info straight from their product page and the actual game instructions. So our mission today is to really unpack what makes this game tick. We'll explore its mechanics, the thinking behind the design, and, how it actually helps young kids learn while playing. But here's something to think about right off the bat. How can a game that's mostly coloring, how can that involve strategy? Okay, so let's start with the basics. What exactly is Color It? It's like just a fun coloring thing. Yeah.
Well, yeah, on the surface. But what's interesting is how they frame it. Roll the dice and color game.
Mm.
And right away, that Made in Germany label jumps out.
Yeah. HABA often emphasizes that.
Exactly. It usually points to, their focus on high safety standards, trying to be eco-friendly in how they make things, sustainable materials. It sort of suggests this isn't just thrown together, there's a philosophy behind it.
Right, that care does seem to show. And the practical details. It's listed for ages 4 and up, plays with 2 to 4 players, and the playtime is quick, like 10 to 20 minutes.
Yeah, which is a real sweet spot for younger kids, right? Their attention spans. Well,
Definitely.
And the theme is quite sweet. You're bringing color back to the merry land of Kaleido, coloring in houses, flowers, balloons, rainbows, making them shine again. And the objective is super clear. First one to color in their whole sheet wins.
Simple goal, easy for kids to get.
Exactly, very visual.
And the bits in the box seems like quite a bit. You get 4 different coloring sheet designs and 20 sheets of each.
Yeah, that's a lot. Loads of replayability built right in.
Plus 10 colored pencils, 5 different colors, 2 color dice, 2 number dice, and the rules.
And a really nice touch for parents.
Oh, yeah.
You can download more sheets from their website, haba.debunticus, or just photocopy the blanks you have.
Ah, so the game doesn't just end when you run out of paper. Smart.
It really keeps it going.
Okay, so it sounds straightforward, but we hinted there's more to it. Right, let's unpack that now. What I found really fascinating is that Color It isn't just, one single game. It actually gives you 2 ways to play, 2 distinct variants.
And that feels very intentional. It's smart design. Having 2 options means it can work for slightly different ages, or maybe just different moods or play styles. It broadens the appeal and lets the game kind of grow with the child.
Okay, so tell us about the first one, variant 1.
So variant 1 is called Paint the World Your Way, recommended for 4 years and up. Setup's easy. Pick a sheet they suggest the house or hot air balloons to start. Each player gets 1. Then you put the pencils, 1 number die, and both color dice in the middle. Easy.
And how does a turn work in this one?
It's individual turns, right? Yeah, turn-based. Whoever last painted something goes first, then clockwise. On your turn, you roll the 3 dice. It's the 1 number die, the 2 color dice.
Okay.
Then you look at the dice. You choose one of the colors that you rolled, and you use that color pencil to fill in a space on your sheet that has the number you rolled.
So, direct link. Roll number 3, see a red and blue die, pick red, color a 3 Sayu space.
Exactly that. Straightforward cause and effect. Makes sense for younger players.
Are there any special rules here?
A few key ones. If a color die shows a star, that's wild.
Ah, useful. Choose any color then.
Yep, any color you want or need. But if both color dice land on the same color,
Uh-oh.
then you're stuck with that color. No choice.
Okay, adds a little twist.
And one more thing.
Yeah.
If you roll a number, say a 5, but you don't have any empty 5 spaces left on your sheet.
Then you just can't color anything.
Correct. Your turn's basically skipped for coloring.
So variant 1 feels very much about individual progress, making choices based on your own sheet.
Precisely. It focuses on that personal board. Number matching, color matching, good foundational stuff. But then you have game variant 2. Everything you paint is colorful. Well, this one's suggested for ages 5 and up, a little step up.
Okay, what changes here?
Setup is slightly different. Players choose a sheet. Rainbow or flowers are the recommended ones for this. And this time, you use all 4 dice to number 2 color.
Ah, more dice, more options potentially.
Right, and there's a little starting thing. Each player picks a different colored pencil and colors any single space on their sheet first. Just 1. Then all the pencils go back to the middle.
Okay, interesting start. Sets the stage. But what's the big gameplay change? You mentioned it gets really interesting.
This is the cool part. Whoever has the most colorful clothes, a fun way to pick first player, rolls all 4 dice. But here's the twist. Everyone uses the result of that one roll simultaneously.
Wait, really? So one person rolls, and then all players look at those dice and decide what to do on their own sheet?
Exactly. It completely changes the dynamic. It's not just turn-based coloring anymore.
Wow, okay. That sounds much more interactive.
It is. Each player looks at the two numbers and two colors rolled,
Mhm.
and they choose a number-color combination from that shared pool. Then they color a space with that number on their sheet using the chosen color.
Can multiple players pick the same combination? Like if a 4 and blue are rolled, can two players both color a 4-space blue?
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
You just share the blue pencil if needed. It forces you to think a bit more, maybe anticipate what others might need or want.
And I bet there are more complex rules to go with this variant.
You bet. This is where the strategy really kicks in.
Yeah.
If you're using the flowers or rainbow sheets, there are specific coloring rules.
Yeah.
Each flower or each row of the rainbow has to be just one solid color.
Okay.
And no two flowers or no two rainbow rows can end up being the same color.
Whoa.
So,
Okay. That requires planning. You can't just color any space.
definitely not. And if you happen to be using the house or hot air balloon sheets with this variant, the rule is different. No two spaces that are touching, like adjacent spaces, can be the same color.
Like a little Sudoku-style color rule.
Kind of. It forces you to think spatially. The other rules still apply too.
So the star is still wild.
Still wild. And if both color dice show the same color, everyone has to use that color.
Okay.
And same as before, if the numbers rolled don't match any open spaces on your sheet for the color you picked, you don't color that round.
So this variant sounds like it encourages much more strategic thinking, watching others, planning ahead because of the constraints.
Absolutely. It's problem solving within those new rules, observing what colors others might be forced to use or avoid. It's subtle competition.
And winning is still just filling your sheet first.
So the main goal,
Yeah.
fill your sheet, you win. But a nice touch in variant 2 if multiple players finish coloring their sheets in the same round.
They share the victory.
Exactly, they share the win, which is a nice collaborative element, even in a race.
Okay, so moving beyond just the rules, what does all this mean for, the kids playing? What skills are they actually picking up, maybe without even realizing it?
Well, if you look at where HABA places this, it's under developmental learning. That category includes things like puzzles, shape sorters, stuff that builds motor skills.
Right.
So while they don't list out every single skill on the box, you can see it happening. Obviously, there's color matching, number recognition, basic stuff. Fine motor skills get a workout from the coloring itself, staying in the lines, ideally.
Sure, the physical act of coloring.
But crucially, especially in variant 2, you're getting into strategic planning. It's a roll and color, but that combination of chance from the dice and meaningful choice, that's where the learning happens.
Choice within limits.
Precisely. Adapting to the dice roll, working within the rules, planning ahead, it's quite sophisticated for a kid's game.
It really makes you appreciate the design process. It's not accidental. Giving credit where it's due, the designers, Lena and Günter Burkhardt, the illustrator Sandra Kretzmann, and the game developer Anne Marie Wolk, they clearly put thought into making it more than just coloring by numbers.
Definitely. And, that connects back to what we said earlier about HABA's general philosophy, their whole our commitment to your family statement.
Yeah.
Talks about caring for the future, safety, sustainability.
Right. The bigger picture.
It provides context. You're playing a game that seems simple, but it comes from a place of intentional design and broader values about quality and responsibility.
So let's wrap this up. Color It. It really is a beautifully put together game, isn't it? It cleverly mixes that simple joy kids get from coloring with, pretty smart dice mechanics. And offering those two variants gives it flexibility for different ages and challenges. It feels like a really great example of how learning through play can be, simple on the surface, but actually quite engaging and meaningful.
It really is. And thinking about it, it leaves us with a provocative thought, maybe for you, the listener. How could these principles we've seen in Color It, the interplay of choice and constraint, especially in variant 2, how could those ideas be used elsewhere, like in other learning situations or even just everyday problem solving? How can we use similar structures to encourage adaptability and creative thinking, not just on a game board?
That's a really interesting question to ponder. Using game mechanics in real life. Definitely something to think about, and it makes you curious about what else HABA offers. We encourage you to maybe check out their wider range. STEM toys, Montessori stuff, all sorts of developmental tools. Sometimes digging into one product really does spark a broader interest.